Quas Wex Invoker. This makes it all the stronger for Miracle here
Especially
in the mid lane.
when MVP, they banned out the Earth Spirit, they don't have the Bounty Hunter, nor do they have the Riki, so there's not really any pressure coming Miracle's way, and he even is able to eat that ward.
Yeah, the early ward placed down by OG did scout a similar positioned ward from MVP Phoenix being placed, so Miracle gets a free 100 gold and some healthy regen off of that one. Meanwhile, you could see the top lane, they're actually going to go onto the Tidehunter and should be able to pop him here as a nice clap comes out. Great combination from OG punishing Forev on the Tide.
Man, that stomped in a lot of damage.
Yes, it did.
And stacked them herself, and Armlet is far more popular at this point, and Armlet...
Forev going to be stoned up once again, does manage to get off the Anchor Smash, doesn't matter though. That pure damage cutting right through the Kraken Shell. And now they're going to be able to put a lot of damage on this tier 1 tower. Meanwhile, Miracle spots out the Courier, gets it for free. That's going to be wards down for an extra couple minutes for MVP Phoenix. And that lack of vision may end up costing them, as the tier 1 tower, if it goes down in this top lane, this will free up a lot more space for the OG heroes to rotate around without MVP Phoenix having the knowledge.
Noto actually put 2 points in the Stormhammer, realizing that Tidehunter is just constantly sitting in the lane, and that little bit of extra magic burst helps a lot.
Yeah. Anything to threaten the Tide as much as they can. They can't let Forev come forward and bully these two constantly. There goes the stun. Sunray once again. Forev not quite level 6, doesn't have a stun to stop this one, but it looks like his full HP is going to be enough. Plus the fact that No-Tail did not have God Strength this time around.
I think Armlet might be better for Sven, just to deal with the amp damage, having that plus armor.
It does take away a lot from what Sven is supposed to be, right? He's supposed to be this farming carry that is able to get really far ahead due to the nature of him quickly farming through stacks, and a lot of that does come through
Miracle
the
sitting
Dominator.
in mid, waiting for a double Mail Strike, perhaps on MP.
This could be close. He does have the quick reaction Tornado ready to go. He's going to blow up the slat, doesn't actually manage to get the Melt Strike, and immediately the Tornado follows up. MP is going to be slowed down, but not enough for Miracle to get even close to getting that kill.
It was a nice try. I actually saw him do this a lot more when TA was more popular. He would always try and sit around on cliffs and go for the double Melt Strike. Back to your point about the Sven not being terribly farmed because of if he doesn't go for HOD, they do have the TA for massive damage output.
Chronosphere, they're going to try and catch out and kill QO with this one. The Sunray, everything else seems like it should be enough. He starts sprinting himself away, and it looks like the wand may be just enough. No, it's not going to be, as Icarus Dive comes through. And Fly is able to pick up the last hit there. Good setup there from OG, making use of the Chronosphere as soon as possible and punishing what we've seen from MVP Phoenix, really liking to be able to farm up and get that armlet onto the Slardar, which he does have now. And this actually may be a little bit of fortuitous timing here for MVP Phoenix because he has that. We've seen the way the last time MVP Phoenix ran the Slardar, they would freely rotate the Slardar before they had the Blink Dagger, and this may happen again as QO comes back to life.
And let's see, Invoker, looks like Urn is almost complete on him.
Yeah, they're actually, they put the Slardar up at the top lane, and they're going to 4-man smoke from mid up to top to join that Slardar. But OG seem to have this read.
They just seem to survive. I think they have a lot of damage output as long as they survive in the team fights.
Yeah.
They have natural order to aid them, the minus armor from the TA.
Yeah, look
if they
at
want
that.
to focus on targets.
The scan.
Wow,
Gonna scout
perfect
this out
scan.
rotation perfectly. OG just seemed to, I mean, there is a lot to say about the way that MVP Phoenix switch up the aggressiveness of their style and make rotations that many other teams wouldn't. But it seems like OG do have the playbook on MVP so far.
And now they're going to do the big stack with Miracle and try and get the T1 in the meantime. And MVP, they're probably a little bit worried that OG might go for Roche at this point. From their point of view, they do have the minus armor on the TA. They probably don't know that she doesn't have a Blightstone right now, but it is very possible with their lineup.
Meanwhile, they're going to trade tier 1 for tier 1 with the Sven clipping away at that bottom lane. This does leave some free time for MP to be able to farm and push out the mid lane, but all in all, OG dodging the smoke is to their advantage.
In the quiet win on the side of MVP, it looks like Febby. Febby has 1850 gold. This might be a great Blink Dagger timing for him if he can leave this next fight unscathed.
Yeah, that may be something that actually catches OG by surprise.
Yeah, it'll come out possibly before the Slardars.
As OG are actually trying to set up some aggressive vision. Now, Tornado, EMP goes out, misses out on the Elder Titan though.
The Ancient stack with just so much gold. Fly almost level 6. Elder Titan with his 1 point of Earth Splitter. They are ready for the team fight.
Now, all they have to do is hold the right side, and they've got control of both their Ancients as well as Roshan. This is why you see OG taking so much control of the Radiant Jungle and setting up for a potential kill here on Forev. They need the right kind of Chronosphere to be able to set this up, and they've got it perfectly. No Tail will be able to beat into the Tide Hunter underneath the Chronosphere like that, but it's not quite enough. And now Forev, he's gotten off the Anchor Smash, and they might just be able to pop Moon, who's completely out of mana. Forev burning on the side. Moon battling up against MP with the amplified damage on him. Just a little bit more damage. Somebody right-click it, but no! He's making the escape away in MVP Phoenix. They've already lost one, about to lose two if MP can't get away from Miracle. Bevy hoping to be able to get some mana. The Stormbolt comes out. Miracle's got the time, plus the Sunray to be able to take out MP. OG diving in deep against MVP Phoenix, but will score 2 more kills, and perhaps make it a third. Bevy, he thought he was going to be all over, but not over until Miracle picks up the triple. Maybe underneath the tier 2, has to back himself away. The Supernova covers his tracks though, and OG will be able to escape unscathed as they continue their streak of no deaths.
Nice play by the Vengeful Spirit, just barely outside the Chronosphere, and again, nice combo with the Tornado EMP, but I don't know if it's going to be enough.
MVP Phoenix knows there's a lot on cooldown here for OG, and they can try and fight this one, but OG comes storming in through the backline, and now the stomp, it hits on 2, and MVP are going to be left to die here as QO. Oh, and managed to get off the armlet toggle just in time. Crit managed to dodge the Tornado, though. Somehow OG keeping all their heroes alive. QO gets popped, and Bevy underneath the tier 1 tower. Doesn't matter. OG will take it all.
These stomps are just destroying the team fight from MVP. It kind of halted the momentum that the Ravage was supposed to bring to them and turn around that fight.
How many times have we seen a hero from OG be able to escape from the team fight of just a sliver of HP? And that all just comes down to the laning phase. If it goes slightly better for MVP Phoenix, they at least get some trade-offs. But OG being far enough ahead, they're able to keep heroes like Moon alive, despite having no health and very little mana.
Yeah, the Sven and the Faceless Void are just meat shields for Miracle. And with that, very confident heading into the Roche Pit. Don't even need any minus armor from the TA to do this one.
Yeah, absolutely. And quick Aegis now for Miracle, I'm guessing, is he could just go all out aggression from here, pick up a faster Desolator if he wants to, along pretty greatly delayed. They do have Lion just now picked up his Blink Dagger. I see nothing left, really, to stop MVP Phoenix from looking for this fight. They've been off map for so long. OG still maintaining a very disciplined front here, as Miracle's going to be one to scout this out. The smoke does pop, he immediately blinks himself away, and OG start responding in kind, but QO still managed to find the jump on a Moon. Is it going to be enough though? They try and blow him up. The Sunray over the top is keeping Moon alive, and now the Lion instantly dies to Miracle, and he's going to look for more with the double damage. QO doesn't stand a chance. The rest of MVP Phoenix being cleared out by No Tail, as he makes sure there's no push forward by them. Forev, if he wants to be able to survive through this, may even have to blow the Ravage, but he knows it's not going to be worth it.
Wow, Miracle with a big blazer, just sitting there, melded, popping the smoke, and then backing off. And Moon kind of got caught unawares because they didn't know that they had the Observer and Sentry on the high ground to scout him out, but Miracle just did too much damage in that fight. Tezo now complete.
Yeah, Fly with the preemptive Sunray as well, keeping Moon Meander alive.
And Crit's positioning has been really good. He's always just sitting really far back in the trees, hard to find an MP.
Free kill there, Chronosphere with a Sunray. The Invoker burns.
I didn't think this game would be more lopsided than game number 1.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. 0-14, 18 minutes in, 12,000 gold lead, 14,000 in golds, 12,000 experience.
And the desperation smoke from MVP right at their T3 tower.
QO providing interference here, does manage to get an amp damage up for some information. They're going to move left instead, try and catch Miracle, but he managed to make the blink away first. They just don't have the instant initiation they need to be able to catch a highly technical player like Miracle with the Blink Dagger.
And the timing is also a little obvious. It's right when the Aegis is about to respawn, which is a very common smoke timing.
So in that case, OG sitting behind their tier 1 tower, waiting for MVP Phoenix to make the first move, because OG will always clear out neutrals a bit more efficiently thanks to the natural clear through of both Sven and Templar Assassin. Crit even can push out some lanes with relative safety. Now that he's got a Yule Scepter, he is going to be hit by the Crush, but he's tanky enough and still has that utility item in his back pocket if things get nasty.
And the gold lead is a nasty 16,000.
It just keeps on plummeting down and down. All right, smoke number 2, MVP Phoenix.
TA
wrapping up.
Sitting in meld. They do have a dust.
Is Miracle going to scout this out again? The smoke's going to pop. Miracle, yeah, blink away. Twice in a row, Miracle spoils MVP Phoenix's attempt at a smoke initiation.
And Radiant just uses scan near the Dire Secret Shop, so they know that there's a couple of heroes in that area.
Honestly, OG, they're just making it look like it's too easy to read MVP's movements.
Yeah.
The BKB now up for the Sven. At this point, we're not even looking at OG dodging fights necessarily, as they have such a gigantic net worth advantage that they can fight into MVP Phoenix.
It just seems like they know exactly what MVP's move is going to be next.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's their turn to be on the offensive. MVP Phoenix trying to do some ancients of their own. OG have plenty of initiation though, thanks to Moon. They're going to be able to make the jump, manage to get the Stormbolt. Baby's going to be first. Now they've got the Chronosphere on it too. The Sunray over the top. Miracle with the double. And MVP Phoenix still struggling to find a single kill in this game as we push past 20 minutes. And OG wanted to make this a flawless victory as they try and end it a little bit earlier as they push down tier 2 in mid.
And just excellent vision provided by the TA traps and the Observer Ward placed by the supports. MVP have nowhere to hide. They use all their smokes trying to move offensively onto OG's side of the map, and now they don't have any smokes. OG can pick and choose MVP's heroes as they will.
Moonmeander not going to give up this tier 2 as a free trade-off. Will TP himself up there solo to stop the Invoker's push, and this is what's really dangerous. The fact that Moonmeander feels safe enough to be able to challenge an Invoker solo like that and stop his push means that OG will just claim more and more map control as they rotate the rest of their heroes down to the bottom lane. Start surrounding the Roshan pit. It's not quite yet time, but it will be the next big objective for OG, it seems.
And MVP have one aggressive ward close to Dire's T2 tower, but aside from that, they don't have any eyes on OG. They probably know that they're just farming the heck out of their Ancients, but they can't do anything about it.
Yeah. Getting a smoke into that area is particularly rough when you have the 2 tier 1s on Dire's side still up. Right, there's no entrance or wraparound behind that ancient area that you can get to with the tier 1 at bottom lane still up, so MVP Phoenix are just kind of struggling to find any ground to hold on to, as they're even losing their own ancients, No Tail clearing through that.
And the longer the delay, the more BKBs are going to be up on OG, one already up on No Tail. Almost the second one completed on the TA, just needs 250 gold for that. And all their heroes are pretty useless against BKB aside from Slardar, but he can't do it on his own.
Certainly not. Not with this kind of farm, only 7k net worth on him. Now we're close to the 13k that both Templar Assassin and Sven are holding on to. Gonna try and chip away at this tier 1 for now, but you never know when OG's initiation is gonna come through. MVP Phoenix posturing like they should be able to counter initiate, but I just don't have the faith.
Maybe they can catch Moon as he blinks in with a quick Hex.
Yeah, Febby counter blinks in, tries to get the Hex off before the Chronosphere animation completes.
The only problem is that with that is that Crit can come in with an immediate Astral Spirit in the Stomp, and without any BKBs, they can't prevent that from happening.
And so MVP Phoenix not able to play the follow-up there with no Blink Dagger on the Tidehunter as he does go for the Mac.
Yeah, I think at this point he probably should have just committed to the Blink Dagger.
Yeah. MVP Phoenix, knowing that their jungle is pretty much open to OG at any point in time, are going to invade into the Dire jungle themselves. Maybe try and get some aggressive vision up for now.
And They think they're moving into OG's blind area, but there is a trap right next to Febby.
Meanwhile, Roshan time for OG, as they've got plenty of physical damage and minus armor to do it quick. And this doesn't even allow MVP Phoenix, it seems, to be able to, well, no, they will be able to get that tier 2 at top lane. OG don't really care about it, though. They'll get a tier 2 of their own at bottom as they start setting up for what is probably going to be a high ground push. There's not much that they really need in these team fights past the BKBs to be able to win against MVP Phoenix. As long as they don't get caught out by the Ravage or the initiation of Febby, they're good to go.
And as backup, they have the hand of Midas on the Phoenix in case someone tries to get heavily focused down later. Maybe he can pick up a Scepter, but that's talking about way late. I don't know if MVP can even survive until then.
Yeah, you're talking about 35 minutes plus when I'm not even sure if MVP Phoenix are going to be able to stop this one push uphill from OG. Scott Strength come forward instantly, hexed up. Nice play by Febby. Tornado EMP, BKB is going to be used by No Tail. Now they turn towards Forev, trying to force out that Ravage. Well, the BKBs are still up. He doesn't even use it. Instead, he holds on to it as he's going to buy back and try and go round 2. OG can try and back away if they want to, but they're going to stay and fight with No Tail holding the line there. Managed to get a Stormbolt and a 3-man Chronosphere from Moon. Their Ravage is going to be able to zone back some of the heroes, but they still have to follow from Crit. Long range counter initiation is managed to hit the ultimate just on time. Mass buybacks now for an MVP Phoenix as they have yet to pick up a single kill. They just don't look to it all. Crit, he might even die, but the old Scepter goes down. QO can't even get him as OG swarm into him. Crit hiding in the trees. MP wants it bad. He's going to look for it with the EMP. Still not enough, and the GG goes down. A flawless game from OG as they move on in game 2. What a powerful performance.
It's been a long time since I've witnessed a shutout in high-level pro Dota.
Unbelievable. MVP Phoenix were moving into this series looking so good, having beat Liquid 2-0 like that, but now it's OG's turn to get the 2-0. They walk out onto the stage feeling very good about themselves.